Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to Stardew Valley and another post-commentary episode of a full week of rain, as the weather is about to tell us here. And very important, this Queen of Sauce rerun, I actually get a recipe that I missed. The maple bars, which Sam loves, but he's obviously maxed out, so it doesn't matter, although I do cook one of those up at some point. But yeah, we're going to be covering a lot of rainy weather, and just pretty much everything except for the pumpkins comes in, but we do a lot of quest things as well. And I just figured we gotta start speeding things up, because it's getting a little dull here. But Leah started giving me coffee, got me addicted to this stuff, and I did end up buying a coffee bean from the traveling cart, slowly building them up. But otherwise, this third of fall was pretty dull. We got a few starfruit, a few straggler beets, planted those ancient seeds, and then I was making this pale broth here, and you notice I have carp in my inventory, because what I did, I went to the mutant bug lair and the sewers trying to stockpile on green algae and potentially catch a rare fish, which didn't happen. But I want green algae and seaweed because we need a fish pond so we could start working towards that caviar that we need for the missing bundle in the abandoned Joja Mart, remember? So that's what this was all about. You only need 5 carp to make carp surprise, because that's another thing we do a lot of this time. A lot of the meals that I have yet to make, I make at least one of. Carp surprise here being one of them. Pretty junk meal, but it'll be good to bring into the mines one day. But yeah, that was the third. Pretty boring day, not much happened, but that's to be expected because the first and the second, we just got everything in the ground. So yeah. But not all the days are boring. Actually, not the next day, but the following one, a lot happens. But yeah, see, there's the little bit of starfruit that I harvested. So next day, we gave Sandy a gold quality sweet pea, and it's a Thursday, so you know what that means. Very cheap speed grow. And we go for 200 of those things. And if you notice, I had my sword and the bombs and everything on me. I did dip into the Skull Cavern, but very quickly backed out because it wasn't going too well, and it's a rainy day. And I realized, what the heck am I doing? It's fall now. So quick bolted to the beach to try to catch some eels, of which I caught 5 total, which of course we convert into spicy eels for future mining trips. We do need to make a fried eel though, but we do that on another day. But that was basically the 4th. Oh yeah, we leveled up in combat with the brief time I was in the mines, and since prior to this on level 5 I chose the critical hit thing, of these choices Desperado is the best, but I am thinking about changing those to just all the attack power stuff. But yeah, look at that farming, man. Not too bad for just that, 23,000. And I was catching some of those super cucumbers in the quest for eels. Oh yeah, we got a bok choy harvest that day, starfruit again. Starfruit was like 1s and 2s every day. But now this is the day, the 5th. We got more starfruit. Once again, there's like 1 or 2 every day now. The beets came in, which is perfect for getting more sugar, which was starting to run low. And remember that we have to put 10 of those in the mayor's fridge. So it's time to finish the mysterious Mr. Chi quest. Starting with the beets. And there's some ancient fruit ready here too. So a lot of the space up at the top of the greenhouse. Gonna start filling in with more starfruit and ancient fruit. And outside, the eggplants are ready, which we're about to see here too. But yeah, this is like the busiest day of this whole bunch. And the only day that didn't rain, basically. We had the cool windy weather this day. But how's everybody doing? Hanging in there, doing good. Yeah. I don't know how many ancient things we have now. Do have an apricot tree growing in there too. Just slowly. I bought that from the cart some random time. And never really talked about it, I don't think. See, there's the eggplants, just a few 9 of them. But yeah, now it's time to go fulfill those quests. So, Just to be safe, I put 10 regular beets away in some random chest and turned the rest into sugar. I don't know exactly where the sugar was at, but I know it was getting lower. Every now and then I make plum pudding too from the cave, just randomly having plums. So to the mayor's fridge, with that awesome music, man. There's a note taped to the milk. Your final task, give the sand dragon his last meal. You need to give a solar essence to the pile of bones in the desert. So it was another excuse to gift Sandy. But it was also Elliott's birthday, so straight to the beach, and luckily he was there, had the pomegranate ready, and this maxes Elliott out. No jealousy at all, either. So yeah, everybody is at the maximum. I couldn't even find him at first because he shot up there. So it's like everybody but Sandy and the dwarf. But they're getting very close too. So I just foraged some coral. And, oh yeah, fish pond. Talking about that now. I had the green algae from on the 3rd when I was fishing in the swamp. And I had the seaweed, so yeah. Kind of a random building. And I took a hard time, or a long time here, trying to find a spot. But we put it over by the greenhouse eventually. Somewhere. But the fish pond is weird. You can put any fish in there, and they produce roe. R-O-E. But sturgeon, which you can only catch in the winter, and some other time too that's not the fall, produce sturgeon roe, which if you put that in a preserves jar, it becomes caviar, which is what we need for that missing bundle. So I just am basically getting this ready, waiting on winter so I can start throwing some sturgeon fish in there. Oh, and I had an albacore too, because they're in season now. So finally finished this Gus quest. Fish stew, yeah. So it's just this one, which we're about to finish. So off to the desert we go. I think I bought a coffee, addicted to the stuff. Have to start making our own soon. And, well, converting it into espresso, which is way better. But yeah, for now I was just drinking it. So back to the desert with another gift for Sandy, beefing her up. Nothing really worth buying on a Friday from her, though. Her shirts and stuff are random, so it's kind of just luck of the draw, if you even care about that stuff. But I didn't know exactly where this set of bones was, even though it's painfully obvious. So I just kind of wandered around and foraged some things for a while until I found it. But yeah, you need a solar essence. I don't know how you learn that. Without the internet, that is. Oh yeah, warp totem for the farm. That was a nice find. But yeah, there's the bones down there at the bottom of the screen. But this is the second to the last part of this quest. It finishes on the farm, so... I guess maybe that's your hint, gapes at the desert sun. But yeah, you put the solar essence in there. You've proven yourself, kid. Check out the pile of lumber next to your house. So that's the last part of this thing. After which the casino becomes available behind Sandy. Where that bouncer's just standing in the doorway. But we don't actually check it out this time. I love the windy days of fall. But yeah, this chest was in the way, so I had to take out all the stuff and move it to check out the lumber pile. And there you go, there's the casino member card. Club card. But we still had some time today, so we're not done. We did some more crazy stuff. We just so happened to get dinosaur mayonnaise on this day, and I thought, hey, you know what? Since it takes a couple days for that, let's put it in there since we know we need it for the missing bundle. So yeah, the rest of it, we're just kind of slowly working towards it, but we're getting ready for that caviar. And then I also made 4 more kegs. And I think I chose to just do gift wine because that was still running low, so just did apples, blackberries, and then blueberry. And that was fall the 5th. So I actually got a lot done that day. And might just be the busiest day of this video. Not much in the way of money, though. But because of all the Elliott stuff and Sandy that we were doing just now, at the start of the next day, Elliott told us his book is finished and he's doing a reading at the library, and I forgot all about it. But Sandy sent us a recipe for Tomca Soup, which you need a coconut, a shrimp, and I forget what else. But I think I make that at some point too. And then 1 fresh lobster for lobster bisque. For Gus, I do give him that at some point, but no point showing it, really. But, yes, prepping the greenhouse with speed grow, which luckily it let me put it on some of these stage 1 crops. And then obviously all the dead space up here. Which of course we're gonna fill with beets again, because we have so much, and starfruit. You can see in my inventory, I had some. I think I put them in the seed maker, and there was no space in here at the time, so I just had to go put them back. But now we got the space. Yeah, I was just making sure everything that was letting me put it on there had some. But yeah, the beets are good, because we need them for some recipes. We're about to cook some, I think. If not this day, one of the ones coming up. On another rainy day, so we went for eels again. This whole week is just like a deluge. So the total this day... Let's see, how many times do... Oh yeah, okay, so we did hash browns so we could make dish of the sea, because I did catch some sardines. And I just wanted that off of the list. We got 6 eels, one of which we used a fried eel for, just to get that off the list too. So I guess I was just doing a lot of thinking here. Yeah, you can see it, 6 eels in the inventory. 1, we just did that, and then the rest, spicy eels. Just to complete the fact that we cooked fried eel at least once. And some of the crappy fish I turned into sashimi, just to see. I think I actually lost money on that. Especially with the angler boost. But the next day, the 7th, the fish pond was done by now, but we got artichokes, which is the highlight here, because that's the year 2 new crop, and it does sell for pretty good. Plus, it opens up that combined with the cranberries, which are also available today, and the bok choy. There's so many recipes that opens up that are actually really good. Yep. Nothing we can do with the fish pond. Well, I mean, we can do something, but I was just waiting on the sturgeon. Because normal roe, if you put that in a preserves jar, just becomes aged roe, not caviar. So yeah, I think sturgeon is the way to go. Yeah, good thing we're getting lots of cranberries too, because the strawberry replacement, we're starting to use up strawberries more than we're getting them. So cranberries are a good alternative for when we need stuff for the kegs, even though it's not the best selling. More starfruit. Yeah, the artichokes and cranberries in here, I guess the speed grow didn't help them, so they weren't ready yet. So now it's time to do some cooking with our new crops. So the super meal, that thing's amazing because it's another +1 speed thing. Bok choy, cranberries, and artichokes. I think it was the limited bok choy that made me only make 9 of these things. says 8 down there, but that's because I delayed so long in making the rest. But we also make some of that cranberry juice right there, the soda, whatever it is. 2 of those. Cranberry candy. Vincent loves that stuff, but it doesn't matter at this point. And also artichoke dip, which I think Gus, or no, Clint loves that stuff. We make one of those just, once again, to clear it off of the cooking list. Going towards making all the recipes. Then we got this Shane cutscene. I was coming in here to buy hay, and this happened. So yeah, blue chickens are a possibility now, if you buy one. I think if you marry Shane, you get one or something. I don't know. I forget what the deal is here. I also don't know if this happens because Joe Jamar is no more. I'll have to look up more about this, because I forget. Special blue hens. I've been raising them in secret for the last few months. I won't be living here forever, and I wanted to pass something on to Jazz. I've been teaching her how to care for them. So yeah, just more of Shane's recovery, I guess, if you want to think of it that way. But yeah, we bought like 100 hay or something here, because I needed it. But remember, we got a huge harvest, so had to go buy more seeds. On the right side of the farm, I planted 9 more bok choy, and now it's artichoke, and that's it. I wrote Art Bach. Sounds like an Octorok or something. Yeah, with a few stragglers. I don't know how many I bought just now. Just kind of filled in around the sprinkler down here. Oh wait, but we're not done. It's only 2:30 this day. Yeah, there's 2 other big key things that we do here. One of which, remember I've been talking about a food chest, separating the food even further? Well, it's time. So I made another chest, painted it like orange or red, and put all the mining-specific food in there. Like the pepper poppers, spicy eel, the broths, the magic rock candy, like anything that has a speed boost, a defense perk. I mean, I really don't plan on using that rock candy ever, unless like really going for some challenge or something, because it's just too good to waste, you know. And then when nighttime hit, went for more eels, and we did pretty good this day. I think we got 10. Yeah, caught 10 eels, and we already made the fried eel, so that's 10 spicy eels. And that was the 7th. Not too bad. 30,000 from the farming alone, largely due to the artichokes, I think. I mean, they're not the greatest, but yeah, 264 for the gold quality. Must have been the wines then on the second page if I remembered to leave that in here. Because there was a lot of wine popping up all this time. Melon, starfruit, strawberry. Oh, it was a lot of strawberry. Wow, look at that. Yep. So 2 more days. The 8th and the 9th. The 8th highlight was yams. So this opens up a lot of options for the preserves jars. And a few recipes like glazed yams. I think I already made one of those though. My next note says cran-am straw, which means in the greenhouse, cranberries, amaranth, and strawberries are ready. Now, obviously, we got to go buy more yams and plant them again so we don't miss out. Come to find out, pumpkins, with the speed grow that we're using, if we don't ever forget to keep replacing them, you can get 3 harvests in all of fall, so that's good. I don't know about the yams, but kind of same deal, just don't forget. But yeah, one of them didn't have the speed grow applied to it, so we got a dopey one there. And here's the cran-am straw, which opens up space. Amaranth, the only thing we need that for is the salmon dinner, which I have yet to cook. It requires amaranth, salmon, and something else. And so now we have the amaranth, but I don't have the salmon, which I think is like a summer fish. I don't know, I forget. Gotta look it up again. But I made 3 more kegs. I just did apple wine. And then went back to, bought the seeds and time to plant them again. And then it's another boring rainy day. I don't know what was up with the weather this week, but you know what? It's good because you know exactly what that means. Time to go catch more eels, which is good because whenever we do go for like a full Floor 100 trip again, we'll be ready with a whole bunch of spicy eels. But also a little bit before that, I went farming for coal because I was needing a little bit more of that. Yeah, because of that one dopey one, I still had 1 remaining. So the eel total this time was 5. Because I did spend a lot, I came here late since I was grinding for coal in the mines. But that's still 5 more spicy eels. And I was grabbing some crystal fruit to make into wine too, with the coal farming. So another 30,000 a day, not too bad. Yeah, apple wine is kind of not that great, but... Final day, the 9th. Got more starfruit stragglers, ancient fruits ready, and the artichokes of the greenhouse. So obviously, cook up the ancient fruit. Because that's basically what we want the greenhouse to be. They're more frequent than starfruit once they're going. And they only sell for like a little bit less. And then, yeah, kind of nothing that day. So once again, coal grinding and eels. And I only got 3 eels this time. It wasn't that great. But building up the coal slowly too. And that is that. 3 hours again. Another 3-hour-long video trimmed down to about 23 minutes. I think that's good. I know it's not the same entertainment value or whatever. But yeah, it's a good way to get to the point here. But anyway, thanks for watching, and next time is pumpkins.